It used to be so simple and also so awful. If you were 50 in 1955, you were a 50-year-old matron, and there was very little deviating from this. You might perhaps have lived an eccentric or unorthodox existence, but you were still broadly a matron. You knew what to wear, you knew how to behave, how to speak, how to occupy yourself. The option in all of those instances was, like a 50-year-old matron. They had a role, those women, matriarch or spinster, and they got it and got on with it. They knew what they were and how to play their part perfectly. And then feminism came along, thank God, and changed attitudes, thank God, but along with those changes came great confusion. Take Madonna at 55, 5 years older than my hypothetical 1950s matron above. I'm of the generation that nearly died of joy when Madonna first emerged in the early 80s, looking like a proper badass, and it follows that I have loved Madonna ever since. But what now? Am I supposed to want to look like her? Act like her? Be like her? Well, no, because I'm not a teenager looking for pop stars to be role models. Inasmuch as I look to anyone, I look to Baroness Trumpington, personally. But where does Madonna fit into all of this, with her palpable and demonstrable desire for ongoing hotness and relevance? And, good for her. I bet she doesn't dream about recliner chairs or sack-like clothing while she's doing her 3 hours in the gym. And she looks mostly great, and only weird sometimes, which could be true in a different sense of any of us. On the other hand, I'm quite annoyed with the way in which Madonna has decided to age. I feel let down by it. I wish she'd come with me and have the occasional little dirty recliner fantasy too. She could do a book like Sex, except wearing clothes, maybe called Nan. I'm not being facetious, I really wish she would. I wish just one woman in the public eye would relax about middle age, and I wish it were her. Charting a course. Now, let's take a little trip. On this island over here, you have a lovely, lush, verdant land, all fecund vegetation and swoony, head-turning blooms. And on this island over here, you have a wintry wood. The trees are black and bare. The desiccated leaves are lying on dry ground. Nothing is green. If you look up, you can still see the sky. Unfortunately, it's raining. Between the two islands is a narrow strait with a gentle current pulling towards the wood, and a little boat is bobbing about in the water. You're in the little boat, rowing. The question is, how hard do you row? Do you grit your teeth and head straight for the wood on the basis that, since it's going to be where the boat ends up, you may as well not waste any time? Or do you take a more leisurely approach? Do you drift and dawdle? Do you jump out and float about on your back for a bit, thinking the wintry wood can wait? Or do you straightforwardly refuse to row forward towards the wood? Do you grab both oars and furiously row back against the current? Those are your choices when it comes to aging and looks, and we're going to take them one at a time. Before you get into the boat, though, you have to ask yourself one fundamental question. Imagine for a moment that you are not the passenger, but some sort of boat keeper. It's your boat. What you look like or how old you are doesn't matter. In fact, you're a man. You're a boatman. And you have just the one boat, and this boat, this only boat of yours, is crucially important to you. It's not a new boat by any means. Do you patch it up? Do you give it the odd coat of varnish? Do you spend days, weeks, months fixing the boat, lovingly scraping off the barnacles so it's kept as good as new? What's important to you? That the boat works, that it functions as a boat, that it's serviceable? Or do you really cherish that boat and hate the idea of it looking tatty and spend a sizable part of your time ensuring that it stays spick and span? Or maybe you think it's a knackered old boat. Not much point doing anything to it because the boat and I both know that sooner or later the boat will be buggered. As long as it stays afloat until then, I'm happy.